All right, so I went on YouTube, I made a video covering every different split you can do if you're looking to build strength and muscle. And if you're not looking to do those things, then this isn't the channel for you. So I've made all those videos, but people just seem to either be too lazy, they're not getting it, or there's people out there that just want to cut to the chase and wonder which split should they do, which workout split is optimal, and of course, are you missing out by not doing one versus the other? So we're going to cover all that today. Let's get it. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy John Mango, Coach John, back again, repping Beyond the Iron. Hit the subscribe button if you're looking to get to your goals faster. That's it. Also, just a heads up, I recently dropped my brand new push-pull legs and my 3-day full body workout programs. You can check those out in the links down below if you're interested. Now, like I mentioned beforehand, okay, I've created videos talking about in detail every different workout split. We're talking 3 days a week, 4, 5, and 6. Now you'll notice there's no 1, there's no 2, and there's no 7. Well, because typically when it comes to the amount of frequency, and by the way, any and all studies that I'm going to use to back up the claims that I've used in this video as well as those prior videos I mentioned is going to be in the bottom of the description, so you can check those out in case you don't believe what I'm saying. Anyways, 1 to 2 days a week is typically not what I would recommend. I think that the frequency is a little too low if you're looking to maximize muscle and strength gain. Now, of course, there's going to be circumstances where some people, I know that there's a lot of people I coach through my online fitness business that are potentially doing things like Orange Theory, F45, 9 rep, whatever, these different types of studio workouts, and I don't personally consider that good for muscle gain or strength gain because it isn't. But if you're doing that, let's say 3 days a week, then sure, you know what, it's better to hit 2 dedicated days towards actual weightlifting and strength workouts than none. So in that case, sure, 2 days a week, anything that's 3 or less, I would just recommend a full body split. The reason for this comes down to frequency and splitting your volume across a different workout. So what do I mean? Again, frequency is essentially how many times per week you're actually hitting the muscle groups. Now, the classic bro split you always hear me rag on, and by the way, I'm allowed to because I did it for years, is just not optimal when it comes to how frequently you're hitting the muscle group, which is typically once per week. Now, a lot of people are still under the impression that this is the best way to go, and I'm here to tell you that, hey, just because it worked for your buddy down the street or that famous bodybuilder in the magazines doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And even because it worked for them, or even if it does seem to be yielding you some results, which it will, just like it did for me, doesn't mean that it's yielding you the optimal results or that you can't be seeing more. And that's what these workout splits are meant to do. So again, if you're 3 days a week or less, 2 or 1, which again should only be if you're doing something else on the side, maybe some sort of fighting training or some sort of studio workouts, then fine, no problem. But stick to full body workouts, compound exercises only, okay? Maybe 1 or 2 isolation depending on how much time you have allotted towards it. Now, if you're looking for 4 days a week, okay? So of course this has a lot to do with your schedule, how many times you prefer to work out, how many times you are allowed to via your schedule and according to your goals. So if you're looking for 4 days a week, this is great if you do an upper lower split. Now, people want to know if they can do full body 4 days a week. The answer is of course. Listen, what I'm telling you here is not black and white, but it is just optimal based off what the science has shown us so far. Of course, everything I'm saying on here may not be true in the future because other studies are going to be conducted, but as far as we know today, and also I can bring this from personal experience on most of these fronts, splitting up the body part a little bit more when you're doing 4 days or any more higher frequency days than that is going to be in your best interest, because if not, you're doing too much volume too close together throughout the entire week for your body to recover. Remember, volume is reps times sets times weight. That's how much volume you've hit in a workout or in an exercise. If you do too much, you're going to impair your recovery. If you do too little, you're not going to stimulate enough to grow. So that's 4 days a week. Upper day 1, lower day 1, upper day 2, lower day 2. Next up is 5 days a week. Okay, now this is the classic chest Monday, back bicep Tuesday, you know, shoulders, arm. No, listen, 5 days a week, this is how you're gonna split it up. You're gonna do upper day one, lower day one, then you're gonna go rest, you're gonna do push, pull, legs. Now, people are gonna come on here and they're gonna say, oh, what if I switch to upper, lower, no rest, push, pull? That's fine. Work within these parameters that I'm giving you. But again, if you're doing 5 days per week, this is the best way to go about it because you're still hitting each muscle group at least twice a week. Now the last one is going to be 6 days a week, which can be split up in 2 different ways. Push, pull, legs, rest, push, pull, legs, or you can do upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower. Now obviously the upper, lower one, you're gonna hit it 3 times a week with lower volume per session, and push, pull, legs, you only hit everything twice a week with a little bit higher volume per session. Now, which one's better? That's really gonna come down to your preference. As a matter of fact, all of this, as always, comes down to your preference. So which one do you prefer? And which one allows you to recover the most? This has to do with other factors. How much water are you drinking per day? How much sleep are you getting per night? What time of day are you working out at? And all these different things that are gonna come into play as to whether or not one split will work better for you than another. So there's still gonna be trial and error. My best piece of advice that I could give you for anybody out there that's wondering, well, what should I start with? What should I do? Is this: start small, work your way up. Don't always go for the most highest frequency, most intense one, because people think that's going to give them the results the quickest. The truth of the matter is, most people out there that are somewhat average, not looking to compete in a bodybuilding show, can see most of their gains, significant amounts of gains, muscle gains, okay, the real gains, from 3 days a week full body training. Again, focusing on compound exercises, prioritizing those, meaning large muscle groups being used, and then scaling down towards the end of the workout to isolation workouts, okay? So a healthy combination of those two, fitting whatever routine seems to make the most sense for your schedule, preference, goals, etc. That is where you should start. By no means am I saying that is what's gonna get you the optimal results, that is what's gonna be the most enjoyable, but the first thing you gotta do is start, do it for at least 8 weeks, probably more than that, times it by 4 maybe, probably a good idea. So do it for 8 to 32 weeks. Assess the progress, switch it up if you want, or switch certain things up if you want, and go forward. Now, a lot of people that watch my channel might think, well, John, don't you work out 7 days a week? And actually I do, but again, this is where adherence trumps optimal, or preference trumps optimal. I am addicted to the gym, so if I'm fully recovered, by the way, I've got certain habits put into motion, lots of sleep, good nutrition, calorie surplus, lots of water, etc., stretching, all these things. Because of that, I recover very fast, okay? I'm very conditioned under weightlifting, muscle gain, all these kinds of things. So for that reason, I am able to recover faster than the average person, okay? And for that reason, when I can, I do work out 7 days a week. I minimize rest, but I make sure to rotate in one active recovery day at least once every other week or once a week if need be. So again, that's not something I recommend for everybody. I'm not the average person, and I hope that you someday will not be as well. I'm proud of you for watching this channel because it means that you don't want to be anymore and you're taking the right steps towards it. But to start, definitely don't follow my workout split, okay? You have to work your way up to that one. Again, take the workout splits I mentioned before. Quick summary: 3 days a week, go with the full body. Or if you have to do less than that, no problem. Full body, compound lifts only. 1 hour in and out of the gym, done. If you're going 4 days a week, your best bet is upper lower split. If you're going 5 days a week, hybrid of an upper lower push pull legs. 6 days you can choose between upper lower or push pull legs. I've covered all of these except for the 6-day upper lower split in those videos up there, so you can check those out. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, and let me know what split you're on, please drop the comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this one helpful, and I hope that you learned something from it. And if you want to see any other videos similar to this one or on any other topics, just let me know as well in the comments and I'll be making that for you. So again, don't be going out there thinking, oh my god, I'm on a 4-day split, that guy's on a 5-day, he's gonna make more gains than me. Oh my god, she's got 6 days, that means that, no, that's not the case, okay? There's people out there working out 3 times a day. Okay, it's sickening, but 3 times a day. Does that mean that they're gonna see more results? I'll tell you right now, it doesn't. But it does guarantee that they're gonna have much less of a life and that they probably have a somewhat unhealthy relationship with this healthy lifestyle, okay? So with that said, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you, love y'all. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Like if you liked it, dislike if you wanna get roasted. Share with your friends, and subscribe because I'm dropping videos every damn week. I'm out.